Hello. Where did you find these items at? I see. What do you know about these items? That's correct. These items are a milk glass collection, or in this case, part of a milk glass collection. We have 2 small cups right here, 2 medium cups here, and 1, 2, 3, 4 candy dishes. Do you mind if I give you a little information about these items? Okay. Well, let's start off with the smaller cup. As you can see, they have these little leaves that are 3D out from the cup. And then there's a bunch of grapes with some small little vines. We have the handle, which is fairly small, but that is for handling it like this. And then we have a small stem with a small base. Now, milk glass was first made in Venice in the 16th century. It is glass. It's not ceramic. As you can hear from the tone. These would be mainly for like teas and such things like that. They're very fine pieces. Go into the second style of cup, and as you can see the difference, this here one has a thicker lip on the top, and on the side it's more gritty of a texture to it. It still has the grapes with the leaves. It has a more noticeable stem with a more medium-sized base. The design of the grapes is also on both sides. But as you'll see, the design is different on each side. This one here has more vines than it does leaves. then we have this nice piece. Now, another fact about milk glass is they came in numerous colors: blue, pink, yellow, brown, black, and then of course, as we have here, white. 19th century glassmakers called milky white opaque glass, they called it opal glass. The name milk glass is relatively recent. Otherwise it was called opal glass. Now, as we see here, the lip has a fancier design here. It goes up and down, up and down. And what would have went here would have been a lid, such as this. But apparently you don't have that piece. Now, also with this, it also has the grapes and leaves. It goes grapes with leaves, and just grapes, grapes with leaves, and then just grapes. And as you'll see down here on the stem, the grapes continue, and the leaves, the grapes, and the leaves. It follows the design like up at the top. Now the stem is much larger, with a larger base. And this here would be a candy dish. And then you'd have the lid. It's very spacious inside. So all in all, it's a perfect piece. Now we will move on to, let's move on to this piece. Let's take the lid off for now. And as you'll see here, the detailing is a little more advanced than the other pieces. The grapes are more larger, noticeable, as are the leaves and the vines. And behind all of the design, this also, like these, has the gritty texture. Then down here we have these little bumps, which are good for handling, but also good for design. And as you can see, the inside, very spacious, just like this. Used mainly for candy and stuff like that. Most of these items were made into decorative dinnerware, lamps, vases, and sometimes costume jewelry. Milk glass was highly popular during the fin de siècle, I believe it was. But yeah, and the design of the grapes and the vines and leaves. Very intricate. On the leaves, with most of these, the detail is even down to the veins in the leaves. So a lot of work and care are put into these items, which makes them very collectible, because they're not made, just to stick it out. And then we go to the lid. And as you can see on the lid, it has the grapes, leaves, grapes design. And on the top, if I can show you this, on the very top, it's nothing but the leaves around the handle. And then the handle itself is the bunch of grapes. So, it's a very nice piece. Perhaps one of the most famous uses of opal glass, or at least the most viewed example, is for the four faces of the information booth clock in Grand Central Station in Manhattan, New York. The clock face is made out of milk glass, or opal glass. We come to this piece. Now, as you can see, this piece is a lighter tone than the rest of these. And I don't believe that it's separate from this collection, because it still has the grapes and the leaves, but the tone is just that's what's bothering me. And again, it has the gritty texture on the side. Smooth on the inside. Very spacious. And then it has these four little legs. Four. This also would have had a lid, which seems to be missing. But yeah. And then we come to this piece. This here is also a candy dish. It is a bird sitting on a nest. This piece does not belong to the rest of the set. This is a separate piece. But as you can see, the detail in the bird, the tail feathers are separated from the regular feathers. has the eyes, the beak, and then the nest is very well detailed. It has all these sticks, leaves, all twined, weaved in. Same thing with the top. I'd have to say this here is the most detailed piece out of this collection, because of all the twigs and leaves all twined in and weaved in with each other. Most of the manufacturers still produce milk glass dinnerware and accessories and so on and so forth. They also reproduce original pieces. Some of the manufacturers from this time frame to now would be like Kanawha Glass Company, Fenton, Fostoria, Imperial, Moser, and Westmoreland Glass Company. So, well, this is a very nice collection that you have here. Do you know what the value of these pieces are? No? Okay. Well, the smaller pieces, like the tea cups and the regular cups, would range anywhere from $5 to $10 each. Pieces like this and this, anywhere from 15 to around 30, 40 bucks, US dollars, that is. Larger pieces, such as this and this, go anywhere from 50 to 150 US dollars each. So, this is a very nice find. I'd like to thank you for bringing them in. It's always a pleasure. Take care.